The same thing, when the teacher says, we listen. That's the difference, and that's the power you all have. When the right person in the society says something, it etches in our mind. And today, exactly, we're going to do the same. And he is going to speak about the society and the school. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. Let me take the privilege to welcome the former Solicitor General of India and Lokayukta Karnataka, Justice Shri N. Santosh Hegde. Sir, ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ಸ್ವಾಗತ.
I'm not an educationist. I've worked in different posts, and very often I feel that until I came to the institution of Karnataka Lokayukta, which is an ombudsman's post, I was a frog in the well. I was comfortable, and I thought everybody else were also comfortable. The reality was otherwise. I saw so much of suffering with the people, that too from the hands of people who are there to serve the society. I had a dialogue within myself, and I was trying to find out what was the cause. And I realized the cause was total fall in moral values. It's with this information that I had after my retirement. I've interacted in schools and colleges, more than 950, 960 with the students, conveying to them my experience in the institution of Lokayukta and my thinking why the social values have fallen down, and trying to persuade the youth to inculcate at least two of the moral values which our forefathers created for peace in the society. One of them is contentment in life, what we call in vernacular as tripti. Without contentment, you get a disease called greed, which has no cure and no limit. Any amount you wish to make, it will not give you satisfaction. The other, the lack of humanism. We are not born human beings, we are born to a species called Homo sapiens. And in our journey of life, if we acquire humanism, exhibit it, and die as a human being, there is no better glory than that. In this background, I was thinking, what was my education? When I was young, I come from a middle-class family. My parents told me the do's and don'ts of life. When I went to school, there was a subject called moral science, which reinculcated what my parents told me. Therefore, in life, I could learn many things, the do's and don'ts. Ladies and gentlemen, today there is a total vacuum in the area of moral values. Parents are working parents. They have no time to teach the values their children. Go to school, there is no subject called moral science. You are fed with information which will give you enough to earn money and be successful monetarily. But that's not all. A life without moral values is no life at all. I've been to one of the schools in Bangalore International School and asked the principal whether you have any subject on values. The principal told me all our subjects inculcating values. They give you so much information that the moment you come out of the school or college, there are people waiting to engage you with huge salaries. In other words, the definition of the word value today is rupees, annas, and pies. I want to share a few of my experience as Lokayukta Karnataka, which indicates that there's a huge fall in the moral values in the society, and there is a desperate need for change of the same. In 2008, one handicapped tailor came to me with his wife and a 6-month-old child. When I asked him, what's the problem? He said, sir, this child looks perfectly all right, but this child has no rectum. It eats through the mouth, defecates through the mouth. The local doctor said, take it to a specialty hospital where a pediatric surgeon could rectify the lacuna. They took the child to a government medical college hospital. The pediatric surgeon there examines the child and says, I will do it perfectly, but it will cost you so much money. Money is not expenses, money is bribe. Husband and wife gave all the money they had and put it on the table in front of him. And the doctor counts that amount and says, for this money, I'll make a hole near the rib cage where the fecal matters will go out from there. Not being satisfied, they brought the child to the institution of Karnataka Lokayukta. We could have got rid of the problem by giving a letter and send the child to Victoria or Bowring Hospital, but we didn't do that. Our officers took the child to Old Airport Road, Manipal Hospital, and begged the doctors to do the operation, and they did it. The child is like you and me today. 1 month back, I was in a television show. Without my knowledge, the organizers had brought the child and the parents. The child is 9 years old, a girl child, studying in 3rd standard. Imagine this. Here is a doctor you must have prayed for education, prayed for becoming a doctor, prayed to become a pediatric surgeon, and comes and joins the government hospital, which today, in my opinion, is a hospital for the poorest of the poor, he who can't beg, borrow, steal. The doctor had the capacity to give a future to that child. The greed in him did not allow him to do that. Imagine how many such people are there in the society. Why? Because either they have not learned the values or they have forgotten the values. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all educationists present here, at least most of you. I think you should bring about a change in the curriculum. Give a subject which teaches moral values. At least 2 of them, one is contentment in life, the other is humanism. Talking about humanism, every one of us talk, I'm a human being, I'm a human being, I'm humane, and such like things. How much humanity is there in us? 2011, an air marshal rang me up from Hyderabad and said, Mr. Hegde, you didn't know me. My older brother's 18-year-old daughter is killed in a road accident in Bangalore. Her body is in a government hospital morgue. 3 days, no postmortem done. And the police wouldn't hand over the body. We have kept an ambulance outside the hospital for 3 days. The superintendent said it's impossible to happen like that. So I went to the hospital, met the superintendent, and he called the 2 doctors who were deputed to the morgue. One of them came to know Lokayukta was sitting in the office, so he put leave and went away. The other one came. Look at his dialogue, good enough for any movie. As he enters, he says, what's the hurry? Body is not decaying. It's in a freezer. Am I to treat the living patients first or examine the dead body first? Yeah, if it was true, he was right. But the superintendent asked him, who asked you to go to the main building to treat a patient? We've never been deputed for postmortem. He said, one relative of a patient came to me and said his relative is not getting proper treatment. Therefore, he requested me to go there and treat him. For 3 days, I believe. He went there. I asked him a question. Doctor, did you know that patient or his relative at any point of time? Oh, no, for the first time. The main building has 50 to 60 doctors of all disciplines. The dissatisfied relative could have gone to any one of those doctors, but he didn't. He walks out 100 meters away from a secluded post-mortem ward and chooses a doctor from there. I told him, yes, I know, I got it. I'll be sitting here until the post-mortem is finished and put the body in the ambulance. He did it. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a person, if it was his own daughter, would he have done that? Why he's not like that? I know they see enough dead bodies, they see enough patients and everything, but a little bit of humanism. Try and understand the problems of others. No. I think we live in a society which respects money and power only and nothing else. Why? Because our subjects are such which just inculcates knowledge to make money. This has to change. You are the changing factors here. You are an educationist. I think you should see to it that some subject on moral values is a right up to the course he finishes to come out to join a job. Not only in the elementary school. Teach them how to behave with the opposite sex. Teach them how to be content with what you have. Otherwise, let me just give an example and conclude my address here. The growth of greed in this country. In the decade of 50s, we had a scam called Jeep scam. Country lost 52 lakhs of rupees. Every year thereafter, 1 or 2 scams came out. Mundra scam of LIC, Dalmia scam of Bharat Bank, Nagarwala scam of Central Bank, such like scams came. Every time the scams came out, the number of zeros in that figure started developing or growing. 80s, we had a major scam which is now being reenacted, the Bofors. Country lost 64 crores of rupees. 2010, 2 scams, Commonwealth Games. 70,000 crores were siphoned off by few people in power. Same year, 2G scam, 1,76,000 crores. These are not my figures. These are the figures where the CAG, after investigation, gave it to the government of India. 1.76 lakh crores in 2G. 2012, Colgate, 1.86 lakh crores. Please compare this figure with the annual budget of state of Karnataka for 2016-17 for 4 lakh government servants, their salary, and for the development of the state is only 1.86 lakh crores. 2017, 2018, a little more. Whereas in one scam, few people can siphon off 1.86 lakh crores, 1.76 lakh crores, 70,000 crores. What is the development? How much is there for development? And the money left over, how much really goes for development? In 1985, then the Prime Minister of this country said, out of every rupee government spends for the people, only 15 paise reaches. Why is it happening? Because greed and lack of humanism. My appeal to you, educationists, is see to it that some subjects on moral values is there in every class till they complete and come to the society to be a member of the society. I think that may make some change. Thank you very much for listening to me.
So request you to kindly stay back on the dais. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ. Thank you very much for your kind words, sir. We have a small token of appreciation for you, sir, and for that, let me take the privilege to call Dr. Lata Murthy, founder Edu Enlight, and to join her, let's call upon Mr. James Kerr, bolstering intervention in Society of Education. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much on stressing something we lack in today's society, sir. Thank you very much.